continue from my school now. I've just finished. I'm on my way to the bus stop. Right, today was a fantastic day at the school. Although the students were a little bit anxious, but we were looking at the power of the mind, how powerful the mind is, and how creative our mind is. There's sometimes we think creativity is about art and drawing, etc. But our mind is very creative. We could tell us stories that are not there, stories that it makes up, and not only is the mind very creative, it is also a fantastic storyteller. It tells us things that is made up. So it is up to us as individuals to decide what are stories that our mind is telling us. But in order to do that, you need to be conscious of when your mind begins to start telling you stories. Because some of the things my students were looking at was the kind of story they might tell them that they're not going to pass the exams. How do you know that? What evidence do you have? You've got no evidence at all. But they might keep on telling you things because that's the things they want you to believe. So one of the things I've said to them just now, your mind is a fantastic storyteller. It could also make you or break you. So you decide whether or not you want your mind to make you or you want it to break you. But in order for it to make you, you need to be very conscious about the story it is telling you and how you are going to navigate the stories. Because a lot of times, things that is happening to us is very unconscious. Because we also find things in the environment to conform the stories we already know, or the stories we have been told by our minds. So I urge you guys to be very conscious of the stories your mind is telling you, and do not look outside for validation, because you will always find information outside that will validate the story that your mind is telling you. So you need to be conscious of the stories telling you. Anyway guys, have a fantastic evening, stay blessed, and I'm going to continue to walk up to this bus stop. It's the interesting thing about it, when I leave my house, I leave in the morning, it's nice and bright. When I'm going back home to the bus stop, it's dark, and it's kind of this area, although it's beautiful, in the evening time, it's kind of lonely. So I am going to cross the road and walk on the side where there are no houses, because it's kind of it's a lonely road. It's the only thing there's a lot of cars on the road, but apart from that, it's kind of lonely. Beautiful but lonely. Anyway people, have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another chat of what's happening with my students. And educators, you need to stop blaming yourself. You need to stop pressurizing yourself. You need to start embracing where you are. And remember, you are doing a very good job under the circumstances of what is happening. Because it's a new era. It's a new way we are doing things. Oh, it's a little bit dark here under the bushes. Woo, it's under the bushes, so it's dark. Right, educators, you need to remind yourself that you're doing a good job. Stop blaming yourself and stop seeing as you're falling apart. You are not falling apart. What you need to remember is take care of yourself. No one else will take care of yourself for you. So educators, I urge you to take care of yourself. I know what it is like. I'm in the physical classroom. I'm also online as well. Today again, I had to also teach online whilst in the physical classroom. I must say I'm getting better at it, but I'm still not there yet. I still halfway through the lesson. I still had to remind myself that I had 2 students online while teaching in the classroom, And I actually thought that I could just continue teaching while they were on the classroom, in the online. But then I discovered that they could hear me and I cannot hear them, so I had to type. So as well as talking, I had to type all the instruction for them. So that in itself was a pain, remembering to type what I'm saying, because it's a situation where I'm talking, they're hearing me, but I'm not hearing them. So I am also having some of the challenges of what it's like teaching online and in the physical classroom. Educators, you need to realize that you're doing a good job and stop being so hard on yourself. The more you're hard on yourself, the more society is going to be hard on you. So you need to embrace where you are and praise yourself and give yourself some slack, because we are all in this together. Nobody's getting it right. Last week I was making a mess of things. This week I can say it's a little bit better because I'm understanding how to teach online as well as in the physical classroom. But it's not easy, by no means. But sometimes we have no choice but to get on with it and stop complaining about it, because complaining about it doesn't help it. It just increases our stress level. Anyway guys, have a fantastic evening. Stay blessed. Bye bye.